Good morning, YouTube family. It's Satoshi Boomin coming at you with another video. Guys, we got these daily videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. You don't know how hard it is to find Vechain news because they don't put out news every day, but I am scouring the interwebs just to find the news for you. So let's get right into it. DNVGL, we all know that they are a partner of Vechain, has a new solution, and this solution deals with the current events that we have now, the 19 virus, and let's get into it. DNVGL launches a global infection risk management maturity review program for multiple industries. DNVGL Management Services Group today, hospital-level infection risk management solutions enable industries to prevent and mitigate the risk of infection from emerging pathogens in a structured, proven manner, and to convey confidence to their employees, customers, and stakeholders to ensure their health with compliance and necessary measures. It goes down here to talk about COVID-19 being a threat to functioning and economic development. We were unprepared. We were forced to blockade. Domestic and foreign authorities setting standards, establishing new social roles to stem the infection. Organizations must adapt to the situation by re-examining or even changing the processes in which they provide goods, services, and operations. Infection risk management measures are critical, if not essential, for each organization to continue to operate. Previously, it might have been thought that it had been developed specifically for hospitals and other medical industries, but now we can apply it to all industries. Laura Criscotti, Global Chief Executive of DNVGL Management Group, said, okay, why is this important? Let's skip down here a little bit. To meet the organization's current need of high-level infection risk management, this solution and assessment methodology are based on hospital management standards, systems, and expertise applied by DNVGL on a daily basis. This, combined with our industry's best practices, risk management capabilities, and national requirements for 19, our goal is to provide solutions that enable organizations to provide strong, timely measures to develop and upgrade HSE policies in their management systems to adopt the business environment after 19, said Paul McNellis. In addition, we can apply blockchain solutions to effectively collect data to ensure authenticity and thus rely more on our logos. This will provide greater transparency, enable effective communication with organizations about their infection risk management capabilities through a dedicated blockchain pegged pages. Guys, what other blockchain company is actually using, like, what other partners are actually using the blockchain solutions other than Vechain? I mean, you could say XRP, but like I don't see Bank of America using XRP. They're a partner. You know, I don't see, you know, what was it? It was something about Mexican remittance. I went on their website and I didn't see anything about XRP, but DNVGL is actually saying, hey, we're going to be using the blockchain to track these products, to track this data, to collect the data, to ensure authenticity. And then when we come over here, let's go to their website. It's pretty much the same stuff, but we'll go through it here. While many societies are gradually reopening, infection risk management to prevent viral contamination continues to be a daily necessity everywhere. The need for social distancing, hygiene, and other preventative measures expected to continue post-19 lockdown. Organizations must prepare for both, making robust changes to their management systems to continue operations and thrive on the long term. For some, a structured, verified risk management program is a legal requirement or prerequisite. proof of compliance demanded from authorities or insurance companies. For example, most companies, the ability to communicate trust to employees and customers that your products, services, and operations are safe is a prerequisite to complete business. Yes, guys, for some of these restaurants to get back in business, they're going to have to prove that they're not contaminated with 19. What better way than putting all that stuff on the blockchain from farm to table? You can check the blockchain to see, did these things come from China? Were these in handling facilities that may have been contaminated with 19? Now, I really don't care about that stuff, but some people do, I'm pretty young, pretty healthy, so, but for an older person, they might care that where their food comes from. Is it safe to eat here? Has this stuff been contaminated? So this is important. DNVGL can support you in understanding and developing industry-specific solutions, assess compliance and maturity, training of personnel, and build trust both externally and internally. We apply blockchain-based solutions where efficient to collect data, assure immutability, and instill trust in our marks. Exactly. That's exactly what Vechain is here for. To collect data, ensure immutability, and instill trust. You can't change the blockchain. You can't change Vechain. And next up, guys, the bootcamp with Sunny Lu, the Vechain Bootcamp. If you hadn't taken a look at that, I'm going to have a link below to the full bootcamp. It's going to be on a Reddit post, so go ahead and check the link below, and while you're down there, go ahead and click that subscribe button. We need to get these numbers up, guys. We want to spread the love and the word for crypto and Vechain, so if you could just do me a favor and click that like and subscribe button, that would be great. During the bootcamp, Sunny Lu expressed that he was very glad to be a part of good initiatives that contribute to what they are good at to better the world. Wow, I cannot read this morning. I just woke up. He stated that they are thrilled and felt motivated by their business partners to choose Vechain to develop and build meaningful apps. He noted that it was enough to make the world a little bit better than making a big name. He stated that in these crazy times, he would like to help the guys to prepare for what might happen in the future. He motivates people to be builders and enablers. Sunny Lu tweeted, "Sometimes we have to go slow or go fast considering the crazy time and impacts following with." What? Please do your obligations to be owners of Vechain to cast your votes. Yeah, I don't think English is first language. That's okay. Vechain Foundation recently tweeted about APAC Council as being established to facilitate the Austria-China food trades, deploying blockchain technology. Further clarify Vechain's role, stating, as the sole public blockchain protocol in the consortium, Vechain is enabling its partners and clients with Vechain Toolchain. Yes, guys, please go ahead, go down below, take a look at the Reddit post. It has the whole Vechain Toolchain webinar there. You can get news about what's going on so you can better make investment decisions. And quickly here, the Vechain Bootcamp is an interactive learning and communication live streaming series which will cover behind the scenes and other Vechain insights. The first volume featured FaceTime with CEO Sunny Lu 24 and other partners. So yeah, it was extremely interesting, guys. You could also find the live stream here on the Vechain Foundation YouTube channel, so go ahead and check that out. If you are a fan of Vechain, which I am, go ahead and check that out so you can get all the news and notes. It's been hard with 19, for Vechain. I mean, Vechain is the supply industry, so you know that prices are artificially depressed right now. It has to be, because if you think about it, you know, if 19 didn't happen, it would have been business as usual. Who knows? Bitcoin might have got to 10K, 12K. You might even be seeing a 15K Bitcoin right now, maybe even a 5-cent Vechain. But we all know that we're waiting for that $1 Vechain price. Some of you maybe even two. So hopefully during this next bull run we can get there. We'll see. In other news, guys, Ethereum 2.0. What am I going to say about this? Vitalik, man, you got to get with the program here. I don't think he's a human, though. I think he's actually a robot. Vitalik Buterin clarifies remarks on the expected launch date of ETH 2.0. ETH 2.0 is going to be delayed again, guys. I mean, let's just read it. Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin has clarified his remarks on the expected launch date of ETH 2.0. During a Monday appearance at CoinDesk Consensus Distributed, Buterin appeared to confirm a July launch date put forth in February by the lead researcher of the ETH 2.0 project, Justin Drake. So that's confirmed. He did say July in February, but he's going to walk that back. CoinDesk chief content officer asked if the overhaul to the world's second largest cryptocurrency by market cap was really coming in July, and are we ready for it? I think so, yeah, Buterin said, before rattling off milestones achieved so far. The 2.0 testnet coordinator, I'm not even going to pronounce that, countered Buterin's statements on Twitter. The final spec is not implemented in any client, and we did not launch a coordinated testnet yet. Which goes back to me saying, guys, some projects... Now, I know Ethereum 1.0 is a mainnet, but some projects don't even have a testnet yet. Vechain does, and Ethereum does, to be fair, but they've been promising a move to proof of stake for 3 years now, 2 years now. So anyway, in response, Buterin tweeted, "Yeah, I did not say July." Perhaps the question contained the word July, but I did not hear July when it was asked, he went on saying in a second tweet. Okay, I definitely should have heard July in the question. It was my mistake. Of course it was your mistake, man. It's been your mistake for 2 years, man. You know, so when you hear next year, well, when you hear in July that ETH 2.0 has been delayed again, don't be surprised. And then you're going to hear next year, oh, yeah. ETH 2.0 is supposed to be released, you know, late 2020. Don't believe that either. Only believe ETH 2.0 is going to be released when ETH 2.0 has been released. Credit to Cardano. They've been, you know, dragging their behinds lately as well, but they at least have a Pioneer program. They have a testnet out for proof of stake. Their Pioneer program is going along beautifully. In a couple of weeks, they're going to review that Pioneer program. We should hear more developments. They're on track. We haven't heard any delays, any, you know, we don't know. We haven't heard that from Cardano. But, again, you know, I'm not putting any more of my money into Cardano until I get confirmation that Cardano 2.0 and Shelly is going to be released. And you should do the same with Ethereum. I mean, these guys are rich, you know, they're already rich, so they could take their time. And I know that, you know, cryptography isn't easy. And moving from proof of work to proof of stake is pretty difficult. We know this. But, you know, don't promise us the moon and then we get moon pies. That makes no sense. Don't promise us the moon and we get, you know, Pluto or something. I re-listened to the interview. The question did indeed contain July. I don't recall hearing July, so it sounds like my fault for mishearing. Apologies for that. My actual stance is that ETH 2.0 is quote-unquote on track, and there aren't any expected bumps in the road. Testnets are coming along, etc., but I defer to the client devs on timelines. As if they're now saying Q3 more broadly, then I believe them. Yep, they're going to say Q3. And then they're going to say I didn't say that. And they're going to say it's Q4. And then they're going to say I didn't say that. And then they're going to say it's Q5. 2020, early 2021 is going to be coming out. And then early 2021 comes around. They're going to be like, oh yeah, we got to delay it again to late 2021. So, you know, I don't know what to say. Ethereum, get your stuff together and stop. Dude, you're a billionaire, man. People are like counting on you to say the right stuff. I know you are a human being and you can make mistakes, but come on, dude. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your ether, guys. You know, you can do what you want. But I'm certainly not a happy investor about hearing this news. In Bitcoin news, most Bitcoin investors on Coinbase end up buying altcoins during bull runs. Duh! While Bitcoin is a dominant choice among crypto investors, most of them end up buying altcoins during bull runs. News data from Coinbase shows. Well, yeah, I mean, because Bitcoin is, while it is the king, you know, altcoins have moonshot potential. Like, you know me, I'm in it for Vechain and Cardano, so I just need those to get to $1, and you know, I'm chilling. Like, Bitcoin needs to get to 100 million for me to be, you know, set. So, altcoins, higher risk, higher reward. In a blog post published Wednesday, Coinbase said that 60% of its users buy Bitcoin first, but only 24% of them stay in Bitcoin only. Overall, more than 75% of investors buy other coins such as Ether and Litecoin. I actually know nobody that buys Litecoin. Not saying that Litecoin is a bad coin, but I haven't heard anyone talk about Litecoin in many, many moons. As people feel good about their initial crypto investments into Bitcoin, they branch out to find other possible categorical winners, as evident in the 2017 bull run. The converse is also possible. As prices drop and fear grips the market, a flight to crypto safety drove Bitcoin back to the forefront. And that's what people are saying, that Bitcoin is moving more from a, you know, speculative asset to a store of value, and I would agree. As we can see the charts here, you know, volatility, at least increased volume on altcoins here. That's just natural, I guess. Volatility is another factor that swings consumers towards non-BTC assets, says Coinbase, adding that the listing of new altcoins on its platform also plays a role. Yes, Coinbase did release a new coin, guys, Omise Go. If you are a Omise Go holder, you noticed that you pumped 30% yesterday. Congratulations. I wish it were me, but it ain't. So yeah, Omise Go on Coinbase. I don't know what Omise. I've never bought Omise Go. Maybe I can read more about it. But yeah, I don't own any Omise Go. So if you own Omise Go, congratulations. I'm sure that you were pretty happy yesterday, and I hope you took profits. In great news, guys, Visa files a patent application for digital currency. It is happening. I don't know how many times I gotta tell people. Every time I tell people this stuff, they look at me like I'm freaking crazy. Like I have a tinfoil hat on. Nobody wants to believe me that this world is becoming more and more digitized. Automation is gonna come. It's not the Mexicans that are taking your job, it's computers. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. Let's continue. Visa has filed an application to create a digital currency on a blockchain with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Wow. First they fight you, first they ignore you, then they fight you, then they join you. According to the application, published on May 14th, but filed way back in November, Investors Simon J. Hury and Alexander Pierre with the Visa International Service Association in San Francisco have sought a patent for a digital currency on a blockchain controlled by a central entity computer. It cites Ethereum as a possible network. The application details two records, which would indicate the digital currency for the amount associated with the denomination that has been created for a public key associated with a digital wallet. The other record notes the removal of the physical currency from circulation in a fiat currency system. Every time a dollar worth of digital fiat currency is generated, the central entity ensures that a corresponding physical dollar is removed from circulation. Physical dollars are not going to be around anymore, guys. The world is changing rapidly. And with the onset of 19, people aren't going to be wanting to be touching dollar bills and, all that nasty stuff. You don't know where those dollar bills have been. You don't know where people's hands have been. People are nasty out here. Straight up nasty, grody. I don't want to touch a dollar bill. And a lot of other people aren't going to want to, too. And this all goes into, money being digitized. Is money real anymore? Like, that's why we need Bitcoin. That's why we need cryptos. Because, yeah, they could print these digital, they can generate these digital fiats, but it's still fiat, guys. Still backed by nothing, can be created out of thin air and controlled by the government, controlled by banks. And we don't want that. Be your own bank. Know where your money's going. Don't let these people, I have a bank account now, guys. They charge me $5 a month just to keep my money in that bank. Insane. Robbery. Let's move on. Bitcoin halving was not the apocalyptic event some in crypto feared. Yes, guys. Before I get into this, the FUD. I'm telling you right now, please be prepared. When Bitcoin goes above 10K, up to 11K, 12K, 13 to 14K, the FUD is going to come out of the woodwork. It's going to be so bad. You're going to have Craig Wright talking about he's Satoshi Nakamoto, how he's gonna crash the economy, the Bitcoin economy. You're gonna have Peter Schiff coming out of the woodwork talking about, oh, Bitcoin is going to zero. It's gonna be amazing, and I can't wait, guys. And the more FUD, the better, in my opinion, because that means that Bitcoin keeps going up. So just remember that. Following BTC's much recent, wow. Let's start over. Following Bitcoin's recent much hype halving event, many in the industry had anticipated a drop in value, especially after Bitcoin slid to as low as 8,100. Whoa! These people. However, following its aforementioned uncertainty, the flagship crypto asset proceeded to gain a cool 6% and rise to around 9,500 mark in less than 48 hours, and could now be trending towards the $10,000 mark. Yes, guys. Please, don't sell your Bitcoin, man. People are... The FUD is real, man. People will get you so scared to sell off so that they could buy it up. I mean, for every buyer, there needs to be a seller, right? And again, in a couple more halvings, guys, we're at 6.25 Bitcoin per block mined. The next halving is going to be like 3 point something, and then the halving after that, I don't even think you'll be able to get one full Bitcoin. So keep your Bitcoin. Don't be scared off by FUDsters. And I'm not going to get into another BitMEX rant, because I see people on fucking Twitter gambling with their Bitcoin and then crying when they get liquidated. And it's so funny. Anyway, let's continue. In fact, just a few days removed from the quadrennial event, many crypto pundits now seem to be quite bullish in regard to Bitcoin's future valuation, with some even going as far as to say that Bitcoin may once again retest levels of previous all-time high values. For example, eToro's Simon Peters recently commented that he would not be surprised if Bitcoin once again crept its way back to the 20 to 50,000 per Bitcoin region. I'm more on the 50,000 per coin region for another all-time high. I think that that is quite reasonable. You got a lot of people out here saying $100,000 Bitcoin. I don't agree with that. I think that's just, you know, maybe at a couple more halvings, but not this one. And down here it just says price stability post halving. Yep. So during the halvings, we had a pre-halving dip this time, and then we turned it sideways, and now we're back on the upswing. So hopefully we don't have another dip, but if we did, that's okay. I think we bounce back pretty quickly. And in final news of the day, Mike Novogratz is back in the news. If you don't know who Mike Novogratz is, he is a billionaire who is bullish on Bitcoin, and he basically says that Bitcoin will hit 20K by year end. That would be a nice. I would love that. Let's go on to see what he says. The Bitcoin halving was quantitative tightening. I agree. Novogratz explained, noting that the new coronavirus-inspired stimulus package, which have pumped trillions into the world economies overnight. It's like an exclamation point on the macro story of why scarce assets like Bitcoin should go higher. We will take out 10,000 and we will go to 20,000 by the end of the year. I feel real confident about it. I agree, Mr. Novogratz. You keep up the good work. And hey, man, you're rich enough to be a whale, so why don't you push that price up for us? That would be great for everybody. All right, guys. You know, this Tether, guys, these people here are insane. 25 million. Let's see, how much have they been printing? Actually, let's go ahead and reset this here. This is whale alert. If you're not looking at the screen here, Huobi token is getting traded in mass. 800,299 Huobi token transfer from an unknown wallet to Huobi. Not much Tether printing today. I thought there was a lot more. Looks like it's just ETH and Huobi token being traded right now. ETH stolen funds from the Upbit hack are getting, you know, traded and passed around. Somebody bought a lot of Bitcoin. I wish I could buy $19 million worth of Bitcoin. Anyway, guys, just take a look at this whale alert here. It's very interesting to see how the market moves. Let's move on. Block reward halving countdown. You know what it is, guys. 1,455 days, 8 hours, 39 minutes until the next block halving. Yes, that does look like a big number, but every day it ticks down. Every day it ticks down. 4 more years. Yep. So it will the block reward will decrease to 3.125. Don't sell your Bitcoin. I'm telling you. And finally, the markets looks like a sea of red today. Looks like a whale had sold off here during the evening time, I believe. Not too sure, but doesn't really matter. Bullish sentiment is in. Let's look at sea of red here. Let's take a look at Vechain. How it's doing? Yeah, down 0.8. OX token is still pumping. Good for them. Hedera hash graph is boosted up. I think the reason why they're boosting is because they released a new pair on Binance. So good for Hedera. I think that that is a good project there. Can't wait to see what they do in the future. Let's take a look at any pump and dumps. That's not a pump and dump, but congratulations to Omise Go holders. Loop rings pumping. Energy pumping. Zilica pumping. So yeah, we got some coins here that are pumping. So that's exciting. Looks like we're going to trend sideways today. Maybe we did move up pretty high yesterday, so typically when we move up fast, we have kind of a fast downturn, but I'm not too sure. No one can predict these markets. So just hodl strong, guys. Don't sell your Bitcoin. Don't gamble your Bitcoin on BitMEX. And yeah, you will be A-OK. Stack sats and chill. This has been Satoshi Boomin coming with you with another video. Please go ahead down below. If you've stuck with me this long, guys, I really appreciate you. Thank you for watching all my videos. Thank you for sticking with me. We're getting better every day. I hope this microphone was a little bit better than what I had been using. Please comment down below any suggestions you have for me to make this channel better. A couple things I won't do is TA. I don't believe in TA. I think TA is stupid. Every time I see a TA video on YouTube, it goes in the opposite direction. You can't predict these markets. I won't predict these markets. I just pick decent coins and I put money in them and I hold them. You know, so I advise you to do the same. Have a wonderful Friday, guys. Satoshi Boomin is out. Well, that didn't work. So let's try this again.